Hi, this is Alex Bond, and this is my review of Fable 3. Fable 3 is the third game in the Fable series of action role-playing games. It was developed by Lionhead Studios and published by Microsoft Game Studios for the PC and Xbox 360. The game was released in Xbox 360 in 2010 and on the PC in 2011 via both Games for Windows and Steam. Fable 3 is set 50 years after the events of Fable 2 on the Kingdom of Albion, where the Fable 2 series was set. The old monarch, the hero of Fable 2, has passed away and left the Kingdom of Albion to Logan, who is the older brother of the player's character. Some characters allude to how Logan has changed in the last 4 years since he ascended, and he has become a tyrant. As the new hero, you escaped Logan's castle along with your mentor, Sir Walter Beck, and servant Jasper. You then gather allies to aid in a revolution against Logan and make promises to the various leaders to protect and sustain their lands and people. Among those rulers are Kalen, the leader of Aurora, a desert land across the ocean, which marks the first appearance of another continent in the Fable world. There you encounter a force that you don't understand and can't defeat, only narrowly escaping with a foreboding sense of the future, the Crawler invasion of Albion. The player then leads a coup to overthrow Logan and become the king or queen, at which point you are given a choice. The Crawler will descend upon Albion within a year and you must fund its defense. Worse, the easiest, quickest ways to raise money are pretty terrible, even worse than what your brother had planned. Suddenly Logan's actions make sense. He was being tyrannical in order to raise money quickly. Now you're faced with the knowledge that the Crawler will come and you've made promises to allies to improve the state of the kingdom. Keeping your promises will come at a steep cost to the defense of Albion. You have to make some hard decisions. This is another in the recent trend of games that allows for multiple endings. The people of Albion could be obliterated or saved, depending on how much money you raised. But even if you defend Albion, you can still be hated for being a tyrant, and if you're praised for keeping your promises, you can still doom Albion to the Crawler. The point is driven home by the loading screen, which reminds you that each coin you fail to raise equals the death of one Albion citizen. Game rankings indicated an average score of 80%. IGN gave the Xbox 360 version an 8.5 out of 10, praising the final segment of the game involving your role as king or queen, but criticizing its slow beginning and lack of innovation. GameSpot gave the game a 7.5 out of 10. The PC version of Fable 3 received mixed positive reviews. IGN gave it a 6 out of 10, calling it a royal disappointment with uneven story pacing, dull combat, and repetitive quests. I won't tell you how to get the best outcome, but I will say that what's fun and surprising about this game is that it breaks the good guy, bad guy stereotype while reinforcing it at the same time. The game is very clear about what a good and a bad ruler look like, but at the same time reminds you that appearances can be deceiving. People enjoy surprises like that and breaks with tradition. Do the ends justify the means, or do the means justify the ends? The theme is a very adult one and has a lot of potential. It's an issue I wish people thought about more, and it's great to see it in games. At the same time, I agree with reviewers who criticize the repetitive gameplay, both in quests and in combat. Often working to raise money felt a lot like grinding, and I just wanted to reach my goal and get on with the plot already. As a result, I'd give Fable 3 a mediocre review. A great story idea, but could have used more innovation in its gameplay.